HMS Queen Elizabeth, which entered service in 2020, headed a flotilla of British warships the following year to visit 40 countries. The aircraft carrier, which sailed with 8 jets on board, was accompanied by 6 Royal Navy ships, a submarine armed with Tomahawk cruise missiles, 14 helicopters and a company of Royal Marines on the 28-week mission. Air and maritime forces from the UAE worked alongside the group for part of the trip. The Royal Navy website says the warship is capable of carrying up to 40 warplanes, with a deck designed to launch F-35 fighter jets. 4 fighter jets can be moved from the hangar to the flight deck in just 1 minute, it said. However, the I report claims that rather than sailing with fighter bombers on board, the ship is training with F-35s flying in from RAF bases. Lord West said, "When we built these ships, we built them on the basis that they would have 36 fast jets on board, F-35s, plus the fuel and ammunition to allow them to fight at war rates for 4 days before the ship has to go and do a replenishment. Well, the Queen Elizabeth hasn't got all that on board, and that's wrong. The reason is because we haven't got the supplies." He said the ship should have sailed carrying a full group of jets because that's the sort of thing that frightens Russian President Vladimir Putin. He added, "That's the sort of thing that would enable a British squadron with a carrier and all the other supporting ships to sink pretty much any Russians it comes across. If we can't do that, which we can, then we're not well placed. You can do training where the F-35s fly out, do landings, takeoffs. But there is a willingness not to have an embarked squadron of F-35s in the carriers, and that is not good." Lord West said the Navy had also failed to install 30mm DS-30 Mk2 guns, powerful guns the warship was designed to carry. "The bottom line is it's all to do with money," said Lord West. "If there was enough money, they would put them in there." Defense Secretary Ben Wallace recently admitted that the Army had been hollowed out, after claims from an American general that the UK was no longer a top-tier fighting force. According to Sky News, the US general privately told Mr. Wallace, "You haven't got a Tier 1, it's barely Tier 2. France has also raised concerns about the state of the British Armed Forces, saying budget cuts were causing alarm among NATO members.